So I had a wonderful conversation with my accountability buddy, Tiffany, who also participated in cycle one and cycle two of the hydration challenge. Really, what I want you guys to take away from this conversation is the importance of having someone on your team, someone on your squad to support you and to ride for you and for you to ride for. All right. So Tiffany has been amazing to me. And also, she's gotten a lot out of just being a part of the hydration challenge. So let's listen to this conversation with me and my accountability buddy. And I hope you guys enjoy. So, welcome, 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 Miss
Hey, Stephanie.
Tiffany. So I just wanted you to jump on here and share your experience with the hydration challenge. Now, you've actually done the hydration challenge twice. You did cycle one and cycle two. And, I have to tell people, Tiffany and I are in another coaching program together. And so she is my accountability partner. And so as we talk through today about your journey, I've been pushing Tiffany to do some things, since we're accountability buddies and we check in all the time. We check in like every day, what we're doing, all the things, right? And so I really wanted to add that piece in it because that is a major part of the hydration challenge, an accountability partner. So what I want you to do is I want you to just share why you decided to do the hydration challenge. We'll start there. And then, what kinds of things have happened for you as a result? So, things that you didn't do before the hydration challenge and things that you do now as a result. So, let's get started. First of all, tell them who you are, right?
Well, hello, I'm Tiffany D. Kelly.
Yes.
I'm definitely a wellness enthusiast. Of course, I have my own brand as well, Tiffany Inspires. And so I'm big on being an example for other people about taking charge of their health and well-being. And so I'm always looking to level up. And so I've been there, like being in our other coaching program, of course, I think that was in the beginning when I really understood like how water really the role water plays and even down to your quality of water. And so when you start when you share with me you want to do a hydration challenge, I was like, oh, this is another opportunity to level up, like
Yeah.
let me go in here and hang out with my girl. And so the first one that we did, what I love the most is that it allowed me to learn additional strategies to make sure that I stay hydrated. So, like for example, the drinking in thirds, and I don't give it away because they gotta be a part, they gotta join one of the challenges. What I think I'm telling them.
Yeah, that's right.
But anyway, but just the strategies that you share and then being able and then gamifying it, the whole, it was hilarious because I got my cousin to join, remember? And
Yeah.
so like we like the farmers market and like she's on her phone and I'm on my phone. Hilarious. I was like, what you doing? Like kind of thing. And so what I loved just the teachings. Chef B, you are the one of the most realist coaches out there. I love you, girl. And not because you're my accountability partner, but you also, I consider you like a mentor and an example of things that I aspire to do and be because you are just so real. And in the first challenge, just sharing with us like things that you've experienced and like you let us know that it's not going to be perfect every day. And that just because I'm your coach don't mean I got it perfect every day neither. And so I love that part, being able to understand the role water plays. The videos that you had in our coursework was amazing. Just it was very easy to digest, understand, and then being able to have us come back together on the Zoom calls and it's that constant contact with one another. So that was the first one. Then the second one, you took it to another level. Even though I had some personal things going on, I still was able to be a part of it.
Yeah.
I love the accountability aspect this time around.
Yeah.
'Cause, being able to shout out to Lori, hey Lori girl, but being able to have someone to check in with and to encourage them, especially when it's someone she was saying, hey, this is not one of my things. Like, girl, you got this. You know, her telling me you got this, or us setting our own individual goals. And that was the other thing. So in the first challenge, when I shared, you know, I have a bladder condition. I'm very open about that. And I was saying, hey, Chef B, I know we talk about drinking half your body, but I said, girl, I don't, for me, that's a little tough. But you helped me to set a doable goal that still pushed me, but didn't make me feel uncomfortable, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. Like
Yes.
I was to, okay, this is easy. I can do this. This is doable. You and so, but also it left me room though to go beyond that. And so that stuck with me after the challenge. Like even like today, you know, I send you my stuff on text, but
Yeah.
like it just stuck with me. And then for the second challenge, I had some days I was over 100 ounces. I was like, oh
Yes.
man,
Yes. So
you
I
know,
wanted to talk about that because I know you were nervous. You was a little nervous about hitting that first goal. Like, all right, this is all I could do. I don't want to be running to the bathroom. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, all right,
right,
this is me nudging because I like to nudge. Let's just try this. Can we just at least try this for tomorrow?
right, that
As your
part.
accountability partner. You was like, all right, I'll try it. And then it was like, okay, I did it. And then after you did it, I'm gonna try it again. And then so I love that we had these multiple ways that we could touch. So yes,
Mhm,
you were inside of my program, and the fact that we were accountability buddies after the program allowed us to really like really check in
mhm.
ongoing. And I
Yeah,
want that for people. I don't want people to feel like, okay, you're in a challenge and that's it, because we're
right.
building a community. And the
Mhm,
community that we're building is to help you to connect with people who are like-minded.
mhm.
And so if you find somebody that you are rocking and rolling with and you are checking in with them regularly, keep going. There's no need to stop,
Right,
particularly if you get into your result. There's no need to stop. And usually when people
exactly.
do challenges, they'll stop. And I want you to stop. Because really, you need this for the rest of your life.
Pretty much. And that's the thing, like I love water. That's all I usually drink. Like my brother, they make fun of me all the time. Like, you ain't gonna find no soda over here. If you do, like right now at our house, there's soda there because of my mom. We had a gathering, and, you know, they got, I guess I'm like, I don't drink that stuff. Like it will sit even when I have like events here and somebody brings some soda, like, it'll sit there for months because I'm not gonna drink
Yeah.
it. That's
Yeah.
just not my thing. Like even like juice, like that's not my thing. So, you know, I love the hydrating. I love. And I know the other thing. I think was it this one or the first one? The first one we were, you know, infusing our water with fruits, and so being able to do that, and that was amazing as well. And different kinds of fruits and and learning new ones that we could throw up in there, you know, and combinations and whatnot. And so that was this was amazing. And then the second one, having, you know, special guests and things like that to come and talk to us and pour back into us. The most powerful part of the second one, though, for me was even when you first had I think it was the first initial call, I believe, and we were talking about things that we as women experience being either almost 50, knocking on 50 door like in another 6 months, and then be and then being over 50. And I want that call like, girl, I'm all by myself, you know, like,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, like, oh. So
Yes.
it was like that, it was almost a tearful moment for me because it was like,
Yes.
dang, we all are dealing with this, but no one's talking about this. Thank you, Chef B, for talking about this. You know, thank
Yes.
you for being out there and being 100, as we say in New York, be 100.
Well, hundo.
You know, thank you for being 100 with it. And I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's my coach right there. I'm like, yes, because like, you know, me as a coach as well, it's like, how do you want your clients and your people, your tribe to know that you authentic. And that's the thing about you that I love is that you are so authentic and that you give it to us straight and that you push people not to discourage them, but to encourage them to level up. So, okay, you came to this challenge, here's where you are. Okay, so by the time you leave, this is where you should be, you know, and
Mm.
people will rise to the occasion, you know, like
Yes.
people it's
Yeah.
like people in the medical field, they working in the hospitals and stuff, and they still trying to get their water in despite what's going on, you know, like all of that. And that was just so amazing to see us to come together to be able to do that. And And that's what I love about the hydration challenge. And I'll do it again because it continues to
So
level up.
good. It's so beautiful. We're actually, so since we're talking about that, the next one we've created a VIP experience, right? And so with that, our hydrators who are VIP, they'll be able to come on the call early, ask questions. They're also going to get a hydration bundle with various things that we'll be utilizing over the course of the 21 days. So just trying to push myself to give you guys another level experience too, right? So I'm really excited about this next challenge. We have a bunch of people who've already signed up and they're like, let's go. So I'm super psyched about it, super psyched about it.
It's amazing. I'm just so glad that I would say that you were obedient and
Wow.
just answered the call and did it again. Like because it's definitely one of the most amazing challenges I've been a part of. It also make you leave the challenges even more aware of how much water did I really drink today. Like I got my water lined up right here, right now, because I had an appointment this morning. So I was like, okay, but just being more mindful of you got to hydrate.
Yeah.
And it's what was interesting to me is that there are so many people who are suffering, who are not saying suffering, but challenged with that
Yes.
hydrating on a regular basis and being consistent. And it shows up. So, like, for example, you have more bowel movements, less bloatedness, more clarity, more energy, beautiful skin, like, so all those things,
Yes.
that benefit that, and so like I was telling my sister lock consultant how like I very rarely have issues with dry scalp because I drink a lot of water.
Mhm.
I don't have those issues, because my body is hydrated. I don't have like a lot of brittle, all those things that you don't even be thinking about.
Yes.
Water contributes to that, and so
So
I just thank you for doing this.
I want to know, for you, since we're talking about that, like what kinds of things was happening for you beforehand and like that you've now seen, like what are some of your results that you've experienced as a result of going through this challenge, like not once, but twice? What shifted for you?
I think for me was the consistency part, just being more aware, like
Mhm.
um being more like making sure I get my word in. And oh, and you introduced us to that. That was in the first. Well, we talked about it before that, but the first challenge, that's when you really was like, all right, everybody get your phones out, like like, and so the app was one of the things that really helped me to really like check myself, like, okay, are you really
Mhm.
consistent? How much water are you really drinking? So for me it was more consistency. For me it was also I had a plan now, an even better plan of how to get my water in, you know, how to make sure that I meet my goal every day. That was one thing I noticed too. And then more energy because of the fact that I'm drinking more water, more water on a regular basis, and even looking at how my bowel moves and things like that improved because of that. Because I was more consistent. So like it just took it to another level of consistency. Okay, Tiffany, now we're gonna track this thing every day.
Yeah,
We're gonna make sure. App is something I use almost every day. I may miss once or twice, every once in a blue moon, but every day I'm tracking,
yeah,
because so that it's gonna help me check myself. Am I drinking enough water?
yeah.
Because
That's
that
awesome.
benefits. Yeah.
Very, very nice. Very,
Well,
very
of course, count my teeth.
Yes. So, like, what would you tell someone who might be on the fence about the hydration challenge? What would you tell someone who might like, I drink enough. I'm good. Like, what a challenge, water challenge. What's this? What would you tell them?
I'm gonna tell him what I told my cousin Val. Because I was telling Val about it. I'm like, how much water do you really drink every day? Well, I drink about, you're not drinking enough water. And if you know that you're having certain like if you're on the fence, when you think about, I always use this scenario, like, because I had an aunt who passed away who had kidney issues.
Mm,
She had kidney issues. And so I always say when people tell me how, like, they don't, oh, I don't like water. I said, well, I guess you want to be on dialysis later on. I'm gonna be 100. Like they don't like to hear that part. But like what I would tell someone who is on the fence if you're someone who's already like struggling with like health issues, whether it be your bowel movements or constantly dry skin, fogginess, maybe even dealing with like issues with trying to shed pounds, lack of energy, or you just know straight out that water ain't your thing, but you know that you have to drink water because water is essential to every organ in the body, then this is a challenge for you because Chef B she gonna ease you in it. You're going to eat in it and you're going to help them to understand the benefits of it. And so if you're on the fence, this is a community where you're going to get the support to get better at hydrating yourself. And so if you're on the fence, I'm gonna kick you over the other side. Let's go. Let's go. Because what's going to happen is you're going to walk away with tools and strategies and a better understanding of why you have to hydrate, period.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's the best investment in yourself you could ever do because I guarantee you when you're done, you won't be the same. And you will not look at water the same. And so,
Yes.
yeah, that's what I think you should do.
Let's
Go.
go. Let's go. I love
Let's
that. She said, I'm gonna kick you over the other side. Let's go, girl. Me and you, we kicking. Boop, boop,
go.
boop, kicking them.
Because let me tell you something. I had a coworker. Um, because in my day job I coach teachers, right? So teachers always come to me. Sometimes like I'm having health coaching conversations and during a academic coaching conversation. And so a teacher was saying how she's like, Miss Kelly, I'm not feeling too good. I got this. I said, let me ask you a question. She's like, what? So she was asking, well, what should I do? What should I, what should I said, how much water have you drank today? She's like, well, I said, I said, I tell you what, go drink you some water, a couple bottles of water, and come back and talk to me.
Yep.
She came back. She was like, "Oh my God, I didn't realize how dehydrated I was." And I'm like, I said, "Listen, you gotta drink some water. You gotta stay hydrated. We in the thick of stuff. We in the trenches. We on the front
Right. You
every,
can't be dehydrated in the trenches, right?
every day as an educator. Like you can't do that." And
Yeah.
so you're someone who you've experienced some like different types of ailments, but health conditions, and you know for a fact that you have not drank enough water, this is the way you need to be. This challenge.
Yeah. I agree.
Period.
I know it's tough for teachers, and having to like, okay, you might want to go to the bathroom, but then you got to figure out a plan to do that because you got all these kids.
Mhm.
So, it's their challenges. Everybody on the planet got their various challenge as it relates to hydration, eating, whatever, because they're distracted or the job that they do doesn't lend itself to them taking a break per se.
Yeah.
So we
Yep.
got to figure out how to work around those things. And even if we don't get our 100 in the way we need to, whatever that 100 is for you, you at least need to work on it so that we could get closer and closer. And then you tweak something else and you tweak something else. So it's
Mhm.
like teachers in particular, nurses in particular, some of the most challenged people
Mhm.
with eating properly and drinking enough fluids because they're just on the go. Your mind
Yep.
is on those kids, you know?
So because I experienced that when I was a classroom teacher, what I try to do is let teachers know that if you need me to come hold your class to go to the restroom, you have my cell phone number. Because I have flexibility. I don't have
Right,
not in a classroom. I can walk out of going to observe a teacher and come back and I can be in my office and get up and go to the bathroom when I feel like it.
right.
But when it comes to my colleagues, I want them to be comfortable enough to be like, hey, can you come hold my classroom because I gotta go to the bathroom
Yep.
and be okay with that.
Yeah.
So that's something like even teaching, like you said, teaches better strategies, whether it be like how when we first get up in the morning, like things like just things that we should do before we even get somewhere. And
Yes. Or you even start the day so you can get some of those things out the way. I also think, and as fellow educators, we need to shift the energy in schools around
Mhm.
wellness so that teachers know they don't feel guilty for asking you to hold the classroom down while you go to the bathroom because a lot of them are feeling that way. They're like, I don't want to bother you because it's like, oh, am I going to get in trouble if I keep taking these breaks? But
Exactly.
if we all are on the same page around hydration and we know that that's a key piece and you keeping your energy up to be with these kids, then it's like, nah, you need to ask me to call me. Let me know. If I have to be running around, that's what I do.
Exactly. And that's what I try to do because of the work that I do with educators and wellness. That's one of the things that as a in my building, I try my best to tell people, hey, if you need me, hit me up.
Yeah.
Because I will come. If I can, or if I say, hey, can you give me 1 minute, let me finish what I'm doing, I'm coming.
Yeah.
Like I don't because I want to help create a culture in our building that we take care of one another. Like,
Yes.
you don't have to be ashamed to have to go. And I have one colleague because she's a fitness trainer. I'll see her taking her beeline to the bathroom all the time. Like,
Oh,
um,
yeah.
and so I really I admire her for that because she don't let nothing keep her from going and release her bladder, and I don't blame her. And the biggest challenge for me sometimes when I go to like certain like meetings and I'm in a big setting where it's like, because I know because I have a condition, so it's like constant getting up. It's a little bit more heightened. So I have to always find me a different strategy where either I make it up on the back on the back end after I leave, or either I'm trying to do it early in the morning. It just depends.
Yeah.
But like you said, we have to figure out something because we can't just continue on and not drink enough water. But those are some of the things that you talk about in the challenge.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna go too deep in that one because we
Yeah.
want
Don't
people
go too deep in
to
there.
and get the full effect of the challenge. But those are some of the things that if you're looking for strategies and be a part of a community that's going to help you to really level up your hydration, this is where you need to be. This is where you need to
Yes.
be.
Let me ask you a quick question before we close out. Like, I know that you talked about a bladder condition. Has anything shifted with that condition as a result of maybe your capacity? Like, I know that you were kind of limiting how much you drink because you didn't want to have to keep running, particularly if you're out. Has anything changed at all with that since you are sometimes even drinking more than you were before?
So since a child, I still continue to drink more. I just know I just gotta go pee.
That's right.
Like I think remember I think it was a time in the challenge where I was like I was only going somewhere I had to go to the bathroom like twice. I said I'm just gonna stop at another QT. So like I have a joke. I said I know where all the bathrooms at and all
Yep.
the and which one to stop at. Like you got so like for me, I think what the challenge helped me to do is be unapologetic about it.
Yes.
I think
Yes.
the second challenge it helped me to be more unapologetic about if I gotta go, I just gotta freaking go.
Yep.
If I
Yep.
stop, I
Yes.
just stop. Like,
Yes.
and so what I try to do now as a result of that is that I try to find an appointment because sometimes my appointments are on the other side of town. It may take me an hour to get there. So I try my best to leave a little bit earlier to have a buffer because 9 times out of 10, I'm going to have to stop to go to the
Right.
restroom.
Right.
And so that's what I normally do. So the challenge, the second one helped me to be unapologetic about me having to go because I already got to go because I got a bladder situation. But I also know that I'm drinking a lot of water, so it's expected that I have to go.
But
So
it is. That's right.
go and just be done with it. Like
I
that's
love,
it.
yeah, I love that. That's dope. That's super dope. Yeah, I'm really proud of you. I'm a proud of just how your mindset has changed as a result of like just even from the first challenge to the second. And the second one was a little bit longer than the first. So
Mhm.
I do think that like we even created a list of clean bathrooms, so that if you have to stop, you know where to go, right? And people were adding to the list, like, okay, you don't have this one. I vetted this one. This one's good too. So like I think we need that for each other. We need that for each other. So I'm really proud of you and shoot, right before this conversation started, you showing me your empty bottles of eternal spring water, right? Like, yeah,
You're
girl, I'm done. I'm good. And I'm on to the next. I'm on to the next. So,
I'm on my way to get these refilled, and I was in here cleaning my studio. I found my alkaline water jugs. I'm like,
yeah.
oh, I need some more water. Let me go
Get
fill
some
them back.
water. Get you some alkaline water, girl.
Yeah. So just continuing to keep it going and to understand that this is not just a one-time thing. It's part of just the lifestyle. So
Yeah.
okay, so that means Remember that T-shirt you supposed to get?
Oh,
What
we ain't
T-shirt?
gonna tell him the t-shirt yet,
No,
right?
no,
I ain't gonna tell him about that one, but I'm gonna tell him about one that I thought about that I'm really excited about.
not that one, but
Ready?
I'm
No,
ready
no,
for
not
that.
that one. This is a new one.
Okay,
Are
okay.
you ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Hydrated and juicy.
Ooh, I like that. I can go.
Hydrated and juicy, baby. Yes.
I
So
love it.
that's gonna be the next one. Hydrated and juicy. Because I'm hydrated and juicy. And guess what? When I'm hydrated and juicy, all is well.
Oh,
Everything is operating the way it needs to because I'm in full production mode. I'm good. I'm not operating at a deficit. I'm operating on a full tank, babes.
right. Well,
So
I'm still with that first one.
I
First one was gangster too.
like that one too. I ain't gonna tell them about that one yet.
Can't talk
So
about that one. They're gonna have to be a part of the crew to know about that one.
yes, they got yes, absolutely. And that was a little controversial, but that's okay. That's all right.
It's okay. I want that one. That's why I want it.
I'm gonna
Stop.
do it.
Tell you why. What we doing over here?
We're gonna do it. I love that. I love that. All right, y'all. So we're gonna wrap up. Any final words? Thank you so much, Tiffany Kelly, for coming on, Coach Kelly. You got any words, any final words that you want to share with the good people?
I would just say, do something for yourself that your future self will thank you for. Do something that your future self will thank you for. A lot of times as we get older, our bodies experience certain things, and it's because of things we could have prevented if we would have just invested some time to care for our bodies. And one of the ways of doing that is by being properly hydrated.
Yeah, it's so true. Yep, that's it. All right, girl, we're gonna leave it right there. Thank you so much for this conversation, and I'm so looking forward to us doing this challenge the next one that's coming up.
Let's go.
Let's go, baby. All right, that's it. We did it. Well, we hope that you enjoyed that conversation. And if you or you know someone that would enjoy hydrating with us, we have a hydration challenge coming up, and we would love for you guys to participate. All right. You guys can go to addressyourthirst.com or you can visit chefb.com to learn more about our next hydration challenge. All right, y'all. Stay hydrated. Your kidneys will thank you for it. Peace.